Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another scene set in Darkness in Dublin, Vampire Masquerade venue. Tonight, we set the scene in the very recently declared Elysium. Uh, let me look it up real quick. At St. Patrick's Cathedral. After a very declared Elysium after an extremely tense standoff between local Nosferatu and Tremere Astor's Hennessy and Lord Stelheim at the forefront of this showdown. The Declaration of Elysium, one of the very few, if only, things that staved off the conflict. But we now return to it as a meeting has been called between Charlotte and Francis, and well, it appears many other figures are being drawn into this meeting through various affiliations these kindred have of each other.
Would you like me to start?
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, the scene just set as Francis more or less waits in the same place he sat before, on the front pew, where he first met Morpheus.
I will make a brief note. On the church that you entered, Francis, considering you entered it the other evening, it seems oddly diminished. Like something that was here that generated light and hope is no longer here.
This leaves Francis rather diminished in his own way.
So, with that being said, Charlotte will enter the church. It's raining outside, I presume, correct?
One could say it is still drizzling. It is after all Ireland.
Of course. So, as you hear the door to the cathedral, to the main priory open and close, and you hear the sharp clacking of heels against the floor. You hear an umbrella being shaken off and placed into one of a holder for it. I assume that they have them.
You can probably find a spot. It's a large cathedral.
Yeah, so she'll walk into the cathedral, and you said he was sitting at the front pew.
Mm-hmm.
She will
right in front of the lectern.
So she will sit in the pew behind him. She's sitting more to one side or the other, or is he sitting in the middle of it?
Francis turns.
You've seen Charlotte before. You know what she looks like. Well, presumably. She has auburn reddish hair, blue eyes, rather flushed skin, which is kind of strange, possibly. She's wearing a very nice, strikingly cut dark plum suit with a charcoal gray shirt on, and of course heels. She actually unbuttons the front of her jacket before she sits down and waits for you to speak.
He looks at you. He has a look of frustration on his face. He'll just say, "You have a lot of gall to call this meeting here."
Have the others arrived yet? Oh, well, she doesn't know that they're coming, does she?
No. Well, I mean, you might know Ambrose is coming, because Francis certainly didn't call him.
I see. Well, I'm waiting for the others for Ambrose to arrive. Is he
What
here
bearing
yet?
does Ambrose have on this conversation?
I mean, I see. I'm thinking Katja would have told Ambroise. Ambroise wouldn't have told Charlotte, if that's the case.
Well, Charlotte did want to meet with Ambrose, and she subsequently was going to meet with Francis as well.
That works.
So, but if Ambrose is bringing Katja along, then there will be particular things happening during this meeting that have already been discussed with Fleur. Excuse me, Prima Noir.
Oh, pardon?
What?
I was just out of character, that's fine. No, Francis just asked what bearing Ambrose has on this conversation.
Well, I did wish to discuss a personal matter with him, though I feel that the situation has possibly negated any chance of him helping me with it. But there are other ways of accomplishing that at a later date. I see this place is not as alive, I should say, as it once was. She just
Good job. I should offer you a golf clap.
it was unintentional, and I apologize for that. I should like to apologize to Ambrose as well, if you would allow me to.
What do you mean unintentional?
It seemed that I upset Primogen von Essen rather greatly by mentioning what I did to her. And at the gala, I believe she was, I believe she was reaming him about the visit that he and I made to the church.
Let me put this simply. Your words have triggered a civil war within the domain, as we are fighting off a Sabat and a red lister.
I'm aware of this. I, however, was not aware of the connection between the entity that seemingly is not here any longer and Katja. I know he spoke of something that is it's not looked on favorably in the Camarilla.
Perhaps you should have considered your words and the implications before you shot off your mouth.
Well, yes, I believe you are correct in that.
It's not belief, it's objectively true.
We're going to get the others to join us now, so we can keep this pressure on. So, Katja, in you come. Move on.
Yes, Katja would arrive with Ambrose in tow.
Yeah, when they arrive, when he sees Charlotte, he'll stop, and they're probably hand in hand.
I was
He can.
going to say at which point Katja takes his hand to make sure he stays calm.
His fist does clench.
She
Bruises him after a while.
When she hears the door to the church open, she has her arms stretched out on the back of the pew, one to each side, and she just kind of like turns her head and looks over her shoulder at the door, and she just smiles at the two of you, not menacingly, but rather kindly.
The look on Katya's face right now is anything but happy. Her eyes are narrowed. Her brow slightly furrowed.
Yeah, and Ambroise looks at her like he's pissed off.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering when you would arrive. I was just speaking with Sheriff. I'm sorry, I've only briefly met you. What is your last name? And she asks Francis this.
Francis' hands run along the back of the pew very briefly. Sheriff Beaumont.
Yes, I was just speaking with Sheriff Beaumont of the events that took place at the Giovanni Gala the other night.
Yes, where had certain people not stepped in, you may as well have signed the death warrant of the salubri that inhabited this place.
And that is partially what I wish to speak with all of you about. If you will be so kind as to allow me to speak with you about that.
Then speak.
My knowledge of the connection between the salubri, you said?
Yes, the salubri.
And whatever connection that he has with you, I was ignorant of.
Directly behind you, and I will point out, because neither Ambroise nor Katja have the auspex needed to pierce or obfuscate, you will hear a voice just say, very low. It's one of those almost where it's a growl, and you will hear her say, he has a name. At which point, Francis, you know that voice.
Oh.
There is infinite amount of sadness.
Oh. If Francis's aura could be any more shocked and orange, because that is not something he ever wants to hear ever.
Behind him, there stands a woman. She is tall. She stands about 5'11". She's dressed very much as show. Clothing is not expensive. It is not designer. It is just comfortable and loose fitting. She has she's wearing the necklace that she is shown with, and she has the nose stud that she has in the picture. But she is relatively calm. She appears relatively calm. If anyone would like to turn on Aura Sight, they're more than free to do so.
Katja's gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah, sure. Could somebody roll 3 dice for me, please?
You only have 3 perception empathy.
I have 0 empathy.
Even
for
Katja was
anybody.
better than that. Damn.
And I only have a 3 perception, so. I'm gonna go ahead and burn a willpower. Fuck it.
Sure, I'll roll you some bones.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You have 3 aspects?
Yes, sir. Yes, I do.
Okay, you get 3 successes with your willpower.
Okay.
Katja just got 4.
All right. I'm not going to give you colors as much as Francis would like me to get up the colors chart.
I mean, Francis is not aura perception because I don't believe he really needs to.
She is currently restraining the beast from killing every one of you. That is how angry she is. It is a constant expenditure of willpower. She's not actively frenzying, but she's right on the edge of it.
Charlotte kind of just
Which is
raises.
odd, considering how stony and outwardly nonplussed her face is.
She raises an eyebrow.
I will point out, for those of you who don't have Auspex 5, this woman appears to just be appearance 5, so she's very beautiful, but not otherworldly so.
Let me see.
She's the only person who ever used Mask of 1,000 Faces to bring down the appearance score up.
I need to roll self-control again if I can actually see her true form.
You're not looking at her.
Okay.
Let me know when you turn
Behind
around.
you.
She hasn't left obfuscate, has she?
Yes, she has. When she
She has.
spoke, she stepped out of it.
Okay. So it's probably just Cloak of Shadows then. Charlotte's gonna look in her direction, raise an eyebrow, and say, "And you are?"
There's a very interesting moment as the eyebrow just goes up. You can almost hear the grinding as the gears of the eyebrow going up. What is our dear? What is your current willpower?
My current willpower is sitting at a 3.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
This isn't going to end well.
Oh no.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 minus 2 is 9. Okay. In complete breach of the sanctity of Elysium, she just looks at Charlotte and says, "Get down on your knees."
Okay. This is gonna ruin my suit, and I'm not gonna be happy about it. But she does that.
If any of you would care to interact, bear in mind, you have no idea who this person is, and they're just throwing disciplines in Elysium.
Some people might recognize her as Portia, no?
Yes, if
Most
you were at her
Yes,
party,
Katja would. Both Katja and Ambroise, actually.
Yep. If you were at her party, you recognize Portia as Portia.
Wait a second. Quick question. My character has attended the Succubus Club before. Would she have been there?
Yes.
I probably would have recognized her then.
You would recognize her as Portia. Yes.
A neonate.
Or
The
neonate.
neonate.
That's having an Ancilla down on her knees. What the fuck? So Charlotte's down on her knees, apparently.
You ignorant child. For the record, she's gripping one of the pews, and you see the pew splinter under the hand. Like, she's actively keeping herself from the point of frenzy.
Francis' hands are just he's not rubbing them as with glee, but he's sort of like it's almost as if you were washing them. He's just fidgeting with them.
Very calmly, this individual walks up to the altar. For the record, you still can't get off your knees.
Okay.
She walks up to the altar, and she takes the holy water font, and she rips it off the wall. Literally, she puts one hand over it and tear. The stone splinters away under her hands, ripping it outwards. And she walks back holding it.
Oh, she's gonna fucking pour it on me, isn't she?
There is that distinct possibility.
Fuck. Really?
Yes.
This is what happens when you piss off a Methuselah.
I mean, this is so lowball from Methuselah. All she's doing is giving me a bit of holy water.
It's going to get worse.
I mean, yeah, of course it's gonna get worse. That's what I'm saying. We're just getting started.
As she walks past you, she basically lets her hand brush across your face, and she says, "Lean your head back and open your mouth."
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm really sorry about this. Wait, no, I'm not.
That's right, you fucking liar.
I beg your pardon?
I was gonna say, that's right, you fucking liar. You shut the fuck up right now.
So what she does is she says, "And for the sins of the tongue that has offended God," and she tips the holy water down your throat.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Do you have any fortitude?
I have 1 in fortitude.
Would you like to spend the blood to automatically soak some of this aggravated damage?
Yeah, I would. I really would like to do that.
I'm just gonna roll how much ag damage you take. 1, 2. Wow, that was really, really forgiving. All right, you only take 1 aggravated damage as the holy water is poured down your throat.
Oh God. Yay. I'll
Could have been
remember that.
worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
I took 7 from a carbon.
And how much did Ambrose take from that mirror?
6, because I soaked 1.
Yeah.
He was pretty much just crispy lying on the floor.
Yeah.
But this person stands there, and she has the holy water font in her hand before she lets it clatter to the ground. I am embarrassed that the clan that prizes humanity most can act in the most inhumane way.
May I speak?
There's a flick of the wrist.
As if she's giving me permission to do so.
He's
She looks at Katja and Ambrose and Francis, and then back at Portia.
For the record, you should be indignant. This is a fucking neonate beating the shit out of a fucking Ansela.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed about this. Charlotte doesn't even know who the like what the hell's going on. So she'll look back at Katja and Ambrose and Francis, and she will she offers them her most sincerest apologies about the situation that happened last night and for the fact that she caused it. She looks straight at Katja and says, "If it would please you, I would be grateful if you would take the major boon that I owe to Clan Giovanni, or that Clan Giovanni owes to me as payment for my insolence."
Katja would lift a brow.
Hey, Katja.
Yeah.
You know that thing where she's controlling the frenzy?
Yeah.
He's losing control of that.
Oh boy.
Hey, Bishop, you want to do something?
I'm gonna roll perception or perception there.
Oh shit. Francis ain't seeing shit.
I could just roll standard empathy instead of aura perception.
Oh, that was sad.
That was an unbelievably sad roll. Just look at that. That is the saddest roll you have seen in a long time, I think. I could just roll standard perception empathy. Won't give me as much, but it's something.
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah.
That roll was sadder than the ending of Titanic.
Or Game of Thrones. What?
Okay.
Okay, I got 4 successes on this one.
Okay. Bishop, she's about to frenzy.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I just used to announce this now. She is spending blood for Flower of Death.
Okay, I'm getting up. All right, I'm going to
Would you like? You can even assume why she's being angry if you. Oh, hang on. What is Francis' assumption as to why that pushed her over the edge?
It's basically I'll offer you a bribe to ignore my sins.
No, it's because she's offering the Tremere a bribe because they were going to murder.
that too. That and it's she's offering the Diablerists who destroyed the Silurian moon.
Yep, there you go. You might want to body check her. Or try to. This could get really sad.
Oh, do I have to actually? Oh God.
Because Katja's trick of dominating them out of frenzy won't work now.
Am I out of the dominate?
That's a 9 success dominate. I think that just stays there for a while.
It basically lasts until when she frenzies and ceases to maintain it, basically, yes, you'll be able to get up.
But yeah, Francis is going to. God, what do you mean by body check? Do you mean actually tackle her?
Yes.
I have $1 roll.
Well,
You're the. I'm sorry.
He's a lot better with firearms.
I'm better with guns, and I'm actually ridiculously OP with a sword. But my brawl is it's my kryptonite.
I mean, it's one better than me.
All right,
I mean, you could always shoot her and aim for the leg and try and take out the leg.
Yeah, I'm just gonna if she's losing control, I can't talk her down anymore. So, guess it's just a body check.
Okay.
Unless I can talk her down, because I can actually do that.
Frenzying vampire.
All right, I need a body check.
Just shoot her in the fucking leg.
I don't have a. No, that would do bashing damage.
You could shoot her in the head.
That could kill her.
Do you really think you can do enough damage to her?
All right, I know what I'm gonna do.
So guys, what are all your next characters?
I'm gonna use.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to cut off her leg because that's probably my best shot.
Okay.
That could stop her.
It could.
It's not going to, but it might. I might need to roll for hunting here, though.
Okay, yeah. Roll your hunting so you all have your. Unless any of you have animalism 4.
Nope.
It'd be really useful right now.
It's animalism 3.
Oh, it's quite a big animalism 3. I thought it was animalism 4.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Just,
I mean, my next character I'm planning is going to be Gangrel.
Oh my God, what are these ones? What are these ones, bro? Okay, that's a lot better. So I'm currently on only 10 blood. That is not good.
Did you roll twice?
Yeah. Just check the first roll. I got 3 1s again. I got your roll from my last session in Elysium.
Oh.
No, that one. That was just made of sad pants.
Yeah, we got sad pants rolls. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and I need to
it helps, we all died the way we lived, being brutally ripped apart by Helen of Troy.
Like, I can't grapple her. My brawl's just too low, so the only option I really have is to knife her.
Okay.
So it's just, yeah, because she can easily outpace me. So, I got to. And Francis knows that. Francis actually knows that she can easily outpace him. Yeah, I'm gonna knife. I'm going to do the knifing. I'm spending 1 for dex, 1 for potence, 2 for strength. Hopefully she does not turn on me and try and kill me instead. So that's...
Katja could do a really, really quick burning blade.
No, rituals take multiple minutes.
True.
Unless it's the Dark Ages and you have an enchanted talisman, because they just decided what are rules.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
I don't have a specialty in knives. But I do...
Do you have a specialty in potence?
I am using it.
Wait.
Oh, what's the difficulty of using knives? It's only 4, right?
Yep. Also, Ambroise, you can also try and body check her if you like with potence.
Did you actually use your burning blade from the...
No, I still got it, but I'm not using it on her. I don't have it on me right now. I wouldn't bring it into Elysium. That's why I'm underarmed. Because I don't bring all my cool shit into Elysium. Why would I?
Yeah, Ambroise does have a strength of plus strength of
Okay, well,
plus bonus of 7.
I get 9 successes.
Damn.
So I got 6 strength, plus 1 from knife is 7, plus 8 is 15, and then I do an additional 1 for my potence. I do 7 lethal. Hopefully she does not soak all of it.
So, and it's strength bashing strength for body check. It's strength brawl.
It's grappling, I think. What you mean?
Yeah, it's basically when I say body checking, I mean grappling. Body checking.
I have one question.
I'll try, but he saw her strength. So
Is there any of the holy water left?
In the faucet? Yep.
Okay.
Can I use a willpower for that?
Give me a second. I just have to roll her soap.
Dear God.
I'm going to be made of sand.
She's going to automatically soak 6.
So she needs to get a single success.
Yep. And also, just for the record, because I think it's much cooler.
And can I use a willpower for the body check?
So, yes, you can. So, Francis, you loom in with your knife. It shatters against her leg.
Yeah, I expected that one. He throws it away.
And
on the side note, I'm using the Dark Ages version of that power because it's so much more fun.
Yes.
And just to check, blood. What is it? To boost your physicals. That's pretty much on the spot, right?
Yeah, it's entirely on the spot.
Okay, so boosting my strength to 5. 1 blood.
I have another
And
question.
spending a willpower.
Sorry.
9 successes. 10, I think, if his specialty counts, which is let me check. Powerful arms.
Yep, that'll count, but you can't spend a willpower on attack rolls.
I can't.
So, sorry, what were you saying to me, my dear?
So yeah, just 2. Sorry.
Continue.
So the holy water that she poured down Charlotte's throat, would it still be considered holy water? Even though it's...
Yes, you can in fact vomit it back up at her if you'd like.
I would fucking love to do that, yeah.
Okay, this is gonna get interesting.
So if she's distracted by Francis and Ambroise attacking her, does the dominate break?
Yes.
I would like to vomit the holy water back up into her face.
All right, give me just 2 moments, please. So, Ambroise, question: Do you have is that 12d10 including your potence?
Yes.
Okay, cool. In
So
that case, she is
and
going to roll her own
that's
strength. Roll.
2 10, so that's 10 successes in total.
So that's hang on, give me just 2 seconds. What is her roll? Okay, so that's a total of 14.
Jesus.
She's spent. Yeah. Methuselah's kids.
Fun shit. Would that be considered a brawl check?
Give me just 2 seconds, my dear, and I'll answer your question.
Of course.
Oof. Yeah, Ambrose, you actually do just. She gets 7 successes with her potence, so you just managed to grapple her.
And when Charlotte does what she does, she just looks at her and goes, "Do not make me let go."
Are you vomiting holy water in your face?
She actually, when Ambrose says that, she kind of hesitates. And she.
If it helps, Francis screams at you to run.
Is there any broken wood around me?
Oh my God, I just stake Alina. Yes.
I would like to stake the bitch.
Okay.
Oh God.
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna
And
die.
I'd like to. I would like to. Is this a strength or dex check?
It's a dex check, and she's grappled, so it's a -3 diff.
I would like to spin a blood to boost my dex.
Okay.
And so that would put me at 5 dex. Would my specialty come into account here?
Can I give you some advice? Because I'm a horrible human being.
Yeah.
Vomit some of the holy water onto the stake before you plunge it into her.
I'm gonna do that. That's a good idea. I'm gonna upchuck the holy water onto the stake before I plunge it through that bitch's heart. Or try to plunge it.
This is your great grandsire, right?
I don't know that.
Grandsire.
I don't know that. That's the problem. Is she doesn't know that.
Hang on. Let her do her thing.
So I'm gonna.
But if I was Charlotte right now as a PC, I would do exactly what she's doing right now. That is all.
Yeah.
But then again,
I'm gonna do that.
I am also
That's
known
a
as
good
the Lord.
idea.
I'm also known as the Lord of YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO. So I'm gonna do that. So it's a dex check. I'm gonna spin a blood, boost my dex.
It's dex melee. Normally it would be difficulty 9, but because of her being grappled, it's difficulty 6.
Okay, so that's 5. Total of 8. Add the celerity, that's 10. Would my dexterity specialty come into play here?
What's your dexterity specialty?
Precise.
Yes.
So that is a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dice.
Are you spending for potence or anything else like that?
Yes, I'd like to. It's to spend another blood for potence, right? Because I'm unfamiliar with the power.
Okay, cool. So roll your.
And I'd like to spend another willpower.
You can't spend a willpower on an attack roll.
I can't spend a willpower on an attack roll. Okay. So that is. I'm not sure how potence would come into play here.
It gives you an automatic success on the damage roll.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try and stake the bitch.
Okay. Roll me your staking check.
Would somebody roll 10 dice for me, please?
I will.
Thank you.
In the meantime, Katja is texting the Hennessy. Oh shit, Hennessy's not in the fucking city. God damn it.
Oh my mother of God.
What is it?
7 successes.
Fuck yeah! Holy shit! Holy shit!
What's your current strength?
It is a 2.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Bishop, is a stake +1?
Yes.
So, I I have a quick question. And since I am in the presence of the sheriff, this is the only reason I'm asking this question. Does the destruction come into play if it is self-defense?
Yes.
So I would be violating a tradition if I took her head.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna see what's gonna happen.
I mean, you just staked her. It's no longer self-defense.
Is she actually staked, or?
Give me 20 seconds. She might be. Holy shit.
Did I seriously just stake her?
Yes.
Wow. All right. Cool.
We're not all gonna die.
So basically, Bishop, what you see and what Ambroise sees is she lunges in with a stake that, when it impacts Helena's chest perfectly, slips right through her, basically right into the open section of her chest there. You see it sizzle as it impacts, going into her flesh, but she will go rigid and basically fall limp. Holy shit!
Well. Right
Fucking
then.
beginner's luck, man.
Right? That was stressful. That was extremely stressful.
Okay. Francis is immediately going to go to Ambrose, put her down now.
Yeah, no, he would have put her down as soon as she went limp.
Okay.
He's looking at.
You might want to explain to Charlotte what she just did in context. Yes.
You just stayed on the fizzle of Fortitude 6.
Go beginner's
I
luck.
would explain to her that she just staked her own great-great-grandsire.
Oh yeah, that as well.
I mean, Charlotte literally has no idea that it's actually Helena's, so she's really unapologetic about this. She started it.
Which is why Francis has to explain it to her.
Oh no, Francis is not explaining anything to her. That's a great way to lose Mentor 5. No, Francis is going to go. No, Francis is going to go. Everybody, get out.
If he says that, Charlotte's booking it.
Yeah, Ambroise is going. Well, he looks at Katja and goes.
Actually, before she leaves the building, she looks at the three of them and she says, "I'm sorry," and leaves.
Yeah, I'd like to do something. Ambroise looks back at her, and
Wait, hang on, hold on. Charlotte, what level of potence do you have?
1.
Oh shit, you don't stake her. I thought you had 2.
Oh shit.
Do 2 levels of aggravated damage to her, but it's not enough to actually stake her.
okay, rewind.
Fuck me sideways.
Sorry, that is my bad. I do apologize.
Oh god damn it! You got my hopes up.
So we are all going to die.
She looks down at the hole in her chest, and Bishop, you feel she spends on her next action. She spends the willpower to regain control. As she reaches, she basically wriggles out of Ambrose's grip. She reaches up with her hand and she pulls the stake out of her chest.
Yeah, when he sees she has control, Ambroise lets go. He has witness of strength. He's not going to fuck with that.
Charlotte, if she pulls the stake out, Charlotte takes a step back.
It's self-control to regain control, isn't it?
Yes. The difficulty is dependent on the cause. So it could be like.
Uh-oh.
So she'll spend another. This is just to see how many turns she has to spend to regain control. Okay. She has willpower for days.
I'm sure she does.
Oops.
I think if she's spending willpower, then she should be able to. She should be back in control by the second turn.
Oh, good. Continue.
You just need to get 5 successes.
Okay. So she blinks down. She breaks the stake with a flick of her wrist. And she points at Charlotte. And she says, "What's your name?"
For a split second, Charlotte looks like she's about to question her, but then she just says, "My name is Charlotte Monroe. And you have the pleasure of being..."
Oh, God.
She looks at Francis and she says, "Tell this worm whom she addresses." I like the figurative use of the word worm there.
Okay. Well, Francis isn't going to actually say this verbally because he's not going to basically give away her identity in front of non-clan.
Oh no, if it helps, she will communicate with you. Don't worry, they won't remember this anyway.
Yeah, that's true. He was just going to use telepathy and tell her that way. But no, instead, he will just say, "You address Helena of Troy."
Charlotte's eyes widen and she stiffens, and she kind of like loses her balance and grabs for something to like brace herself against.
At which point, for all of you who are here, once again, she will drop the obfuscate effect, which means her appearance shoots from appearance 5.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at her. I need to roll self-control.
Yes, both of them do. It shoots from appearance 5 all the way up to appearance 8.
Oh, difficulty 8. I'll spend
Do I
willpower.
do I need to make a check
Yes.
for that?
Yes.
That's 4 dice. If somebody would roll for me, I would appreciate it.
Okay, it's 4 dice, difficulty 8, I assume.
Yep, difficulty 8.
I'd like to. I'm like down to like ooh. I'm trying. I think I'm gonna like save the rest of my willpower.
Okay, you do fail.
Ah, jeez.
Which means you are entranced.
Yeah, she's kind of just staring intently at her.
She will walk at this point to Katja, and she puts a hand on Katja's face softly. Hey, Katja.
Katja's fucking terrified at the moment, but
So always was.
Morpheus was my friend. He has survived longer than I have. And you, clanmate, blood of my line, placed him in danger. Why?
When she speaks to me, does that break the entrancement?
No, but the dominate effect, which he added on the word why, does.
Okay.
You're going to be 100% totally honest with her.
Completely honest with her. He is a heretic. I didn't want him dead. I didn't wish him to be dead.
Why is he a heretic?
Golconda. He wishes to achieve it.
He's already achieved it, you idiot.
I told Katja because she is the only primogen, and well, she was the only primogen in this city that I had met at the moment, so she had authority.
Do you have any idea, child, what it is that you have meddled with? The fact of the matter is, one of the last of a bloodline whom are dedicated to the betterment of mankind, and you have sent him to the fangs of those individuals whom would seek him dead. simply for the sin of his existence.
And I was not aware of this.
Ignorance is not an excuse. She looks at Katya in the eyes, and she says, "You know what your clan will do to him if they find him.
I know. At least
You know that he will not. You know that he will not defend himself. He will go like a lamb to the slaughter."
Ambroise at that point will hold Katja's hand. She knows this is difficult for her.
if I had known the truth, in truth, I bear no love for my clan. I never have.
Well, now you do
Blood
know the
bond
truth.
is what keeps me loyal, because I have to be.
Your clan were based upon the blood that they stole from Saulot in ages past. And now I will not see another one of his children sent to be murdered because of some ambition of warlocks.
And I'm glad that I know the truth now. But we don't decide our clan. I didn't choose to be embraced by my sire.
She turns to Charlotte at this point, and her eyes actually soften ever so slightly. They're not like as hard as flint as they used to be.
Mhm.
And she walks over to her, and she will hold out a hand that's still stained in blood because she had to pull the stake out of her chest.
I'll take it.
She will hold it for a moment before she will embrace you. She's quite a good bit taller than you are.
Well, Charlotte is wearing heels, but she's up. Yeah, if she's like 5'11", she's much taller than Charlotte is.
And she holds Charlotte for a few moments. And she says, "You did not see. Eyes that are blinded need to be opened. Just because you have been told something is heresy does not make it true. Lies that are ancient become their own truths."
Charlotte will actually kind of back up, like lean back a little bit and look up at Helena with tears in her eyes. Like she's very sorry that she did what she did, and she will start crying. Like she's really sad about this. Like she thought that her intentions were good, and she didn't realize the implications of what her actions would bring about. I assume Helena is probably reading her mind at this point, so.
She's not at the moment.
Okay.
But she's currently telepathically communicating with Francis. Hi, Francis. Hi.
Hello, friend.
She walks to Francis and she holds her hand in his for a few moments as the two of them communicate, and she says, "I have been informed by the Nosferatu that they have managed to spirit away Morpheus to somewhere in this city where, at least for the time being, he will be safe."
Okay, that is good.
Mr. Hennessy is old enough to remember what happened, and Whisper is wise enough to understand why it cannot happen again.
I just hope it doesn't cost her to domain everything else.
Oddly enough, Morpheus is one of the few weapons that can truly be used against your red list threat, if he can be convinced to do so.
It's not Aisha that concerns me anymore.
No.
Excuse me.
Mm.
He read my thoughts, and he told me that he will not harm another being. I thought of Aishar and the Sabbat. I do not believe that he could be convinced to aid us in this.
He doesn't need to do any harm to Aisha, Francis says verbally.
He just needs to pray. It is not his actions, but the actions of a higher power that will deal with Aisha.
Charlotte just nods.
Back to telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine the Seneschal's done what he's done to protect Morpheus.
I was told that long ago, in a different time and in a very different place, far from here in the east, Hennessy loved one of their clan very deeply and made a promise, a vow on his knightly honor. That is not something to a man like him that it is easy to forget.
I just hope it doesn't result in this domain falling and everybody else within it dying.
No. I hate politics, she says, as she starts to walk away down the pews, away from Francis. And as she's about to step out through the door, she says, "But I see that I can no longer avoid them. I will take a proactive role, if you desire me to do so."
I remember what I told you before. I think I'd only ever do that if it were to be the end of the world.
Indeed. By the way, Katja and Ambroise, what are your guys' current willpowers?
Current willpower is
7.
Give me a sec. 6.
7.
Okay. Both of you guys are having your memories rewritten.
Great.
The wonderful thing about Dominate is, you remember how she made a point of touching both of you?
Oh, she doesn't need to do that. She has mass manipulation.
She does have mass manipulation, to be fair.
She has far mind. She doesn't need to give a fuck about anything other than
Yeah, but that requires an awful lot of fucking effort to use Fire Mastery.
Yeah, it does require a little petty.
Guys,
Mhm.
I actually have to go. Unfortunately.
Yes, okay.
On a side note, because she feels like you have to learn, until further notice, Helena will count as a mentor for you, but she will not teach you disciplines. She will only teach you lores.
Okay, that's cool. We can.
She's like, if I need to teach them my children, by fuck, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, cool. This has been an experience, I must say.
I hope you had fun.
I did. I gotta go to bed.
Okay, you did that.
All right, I'll see you later.
See you.
Bye. Good scene.
All right, so basically, from the perspective of both Katja and Ambroise, you just had a rather pleasant conversation where you resolved some issues. There was no, Helena never came, there was no damage done, everything was fine. That is what you will recall. I'm essentially Pokemon winning the shit out of you.
Great.
And with that, we shall end our scene. So thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.
Hooray!
Hooray! Yeah.